By the way, I had a COVID test yesterday. I do not have COVID. Just
That microphone is thankful right now.
just yeah, yeah, because it would stay on this microphone for 2 years, and then I'd have to
Quarantine your
burn it.
little
And
office nook.
um, anyways, AOC, she wants another round of stimulus checks, and there was
But won't
a
vote on them or what?
well, she's saying once Biden gets in office, we've got to pay people to stay home. That's her thing. And anyways, somebody responded, if you pay me to stay home, I will buy more guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like I did with the first stimulus checks.
I
uh,
mean,
I got a Trichicon RMR for my Glock 17. I put together a 300 blackout. Like I finished the 300 blackout off. I got some ammo. That was the first round of stimulus checks.
I think I spent mine at Lowe's, but
That's
just
commendable.
right before that happened though, I stumbled into a drug deal. Not literally, guys, come on. But I had some stuff and it was tradable. And a guy I had a I had a weapon site and I texted a guy and I said, "Hey man, I heard you like to do trades." And he's like, "I love to do trades." I was like, "Cool, man. What do you like to trade?" He's like, "What do you got?" It's like, "Well, I got a gun sight and this is what it is." And he's like, "Yeah, what do you want for it?" So I literally go on the web and I send a picture of an upper that I wanted, thinking he was not going to say yes. And he sends me a message and he says, "Ordered, it'll be here Thursday." So,
What?
yeah, so I had this 300 blackout upper en route with no lower. And then that's when I started hitting you up for all the parts.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had some extra parts laying around.
Yeah, so I did get that right before all of that stuff happened, which was perfect because at that same time is when all the BLM stuff was going on. And
Right.
we actually had a couple of riots down the street downtown, and it was ramping up for an evening. And my daughter was at a friend's house, and so I jumped in the Jeep and I threw my 300 blackout in there, and I was riding dirty.
What do you mean you're writing dirty?
I had my 300 blackout next to me.
Yeah, but that's not illegal.
Well, I don't know what riding dirty means, but I, I just
Uh,
felt. I mean, it was like
yeah, yeah.
there's just certain things that you do that remind you of being in the army, and you're like,
That's right.
I love this
I
stuff.
like to have my AR tucked like you remember. Well, of course you remember it. You're still in the army, but um, the Humvees have the little spots for your. I mean, they're like designed for the M16. They don't really work with the M4 or anything shorter because of the length. But yeah, I want to install something like that in my truck to where I can just have my AR in the middle of the console. Sometimes I'll just tuck it in between my seat.
Yeah, just wedge it in there.
Yeah. Well, the events that built up to. I mean, look, I bought some ammo, bought some bought some stuff. Uh, got hooked up with the plate carrier. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
yeah, and
Got to get some plates for that Joker.
yeah, I do. Um, look, but a lot of people did the same thing. A lot of people there were I think there were more guns bought in March. I could be wrong. You guys can check me on this, but I'm not far off. I think there were more guns purchased in March than all of last year,
I
and
believe that.
it didn't slow down for until recently.
It's still going. It's still
Well,
going.
we had lockdowns. We had lockdowns, which kicked it off. People are getting laid off, and then we started having protests where BLM, they were burning cities to the ground. I mean, they were smashing and stealing, and I mean these are businesses that people own and run and have put they've risked a lot to run to open these businesses and get a return on them, and people are just smashing and grabbing. And I think a lot of you also had marches outside of homes.
Man, I was ready for
Yeah.
that.
The bricks that were showing, pallets of bricks that were showing up everywhere. It was
That was one of my rabbit shoot, that's hard to say.
rabbit trails.
Yeah, one of those things. That was one of my things on Twitter. Follow the bricks.
Yeah, it was a weird time. And people that have never thought about buying a gun before, I had friends who I've worked with over the years, and I had people calling me and asking me, "Hey, what gun should I buy?" Um, and I walked some of them through that process, and
It actually really worked out in our favor. Like, talk about ultimate backfires, you know? Like, let's do all this stuff. Let's have an agenda to get rid of the guns. And then let's let things get so out of hand that everybody wants to go buy a freaking gun. Thank you, America.